And you brought vermin with you?
No, I brought a friend.
You know I love you.
You have a very funny way of showing it.
Alright, so working with this look from scratch, meaning I'm making the buttons and needle myself, I'm starting off with some air dry clay. For this portion, it doesn't matter what color you use. You're going to work with it until you end up with a ball, and then you're going to flatten that out. Using whatever you'd like, make 4 indents and then turn them into holes going all the way through. You guys know how buttons look. I also use the wrong end of 2 makeup brushes, one to sculpt and the other to define, then to make another one, which honestly isn't really needed that much, but you can go ahead if you'd like to. If you're dealing with air dry clay, you can go right at it with the paint, but if it's not air dry, do follow the instructions before you do. This is also why it doesn't matter what color you use at first, because we're just painting it black. Then for the needle, you're going to want to use either a white or gray clay. Again, I'm using air dry clay, which I got from my local dollar store. Making a rough needle shape, bigger and circular at one end and then pointy at the other. And using a sharp tool, I'm going to create the hole in the needle. This is what it should look like. Then I'm going with some thread to cut it down to size and weaving it through my button. Putting it through the needle and tying it off so it doesn't end up going back all the way through the needle, basically just securing it. Now it's makeup time. Switching up what I'm wearing, then starting out with a blush. Coraline's got some blushy little cheeks going on, so get some pink on yours. And then add some freckles. Even though I naturally have some, I want to go above and beyond. We're trying to look like an animated character after all. To brighten up my lips, I'm using the Katy Cat matte lipstick in Coral Cat, and then my tried and true Sephora 24-hour waterproof eyeliner to make a tiny line on one eye. And you can do both if you'd like, but one is going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then putting my hair up so I can put my wig on to really give this a Coraline feel. Then realizing I have fake blood on my wig cap from another tutorial. This is actually a really cheap wig from a thrift store for like 10 bucks, so I had to mess around with it a lot to actually get it to somewhat sell as Coraline. Even had to cut it down a little bit. And style, of course, with a butterfly or a firefly clip. Her signature pin. Adding on the prosthetics, I'm using Spirit Gum. I would recommend this so long as you have the remover specifically meant for it or isopropyl murostate. Otherwise, perhaps try liquid latex or Prozaid. But you should always have a remover nearby. Do keep that in mind. You can stop here or you can add a little bit of gored to your look with some blood. I'm adding a few drips and drops with a Q-tip and letting them drip down. Adding the buttons back on, and that's a wrap. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!